Now on CoastTV News.
It's another pleasant start with temperatures in the 60s and 70s this morning. The nice weather continues the rest of the week with some changes for the weekend and rough surf due to Ernesto. Details coming up.
And a community mourning, remembering the life of first responder Thomas Berry.
Keeping coastal towns clean, we have details about a litter problem in Ocean Pines.
And a mysterious fire is now under investigation. We'll tell you the details about a dirt bike fire in Wicomico County.
This is CoastTV News Today.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
And I'm Elisa Weber. Matt Pensick has the day off.
Yeah, and thank you so much for joining us during our 5 o'clock hour, as we'll be here for the next 2 hours or so on really just a beautiful morning, Lisa.
On this Thursday.
Thursday. Has this week gone by fast for you?
It has, but I also wake up in the morning and I'm like, I don't know what day it is.
That's a good point.
I think because I'm on the morning schedule now, I'm like, I don't really know. You know what?
That's going to take, from just experience, a month or two to get over.
Gotcha.
And then it'll still happen sporadically.
It's getting easier.
Yeah.
It's getting easier to wake up, definitely.
But yeah, if you're up with us, though, you're probably, you know the feeling that we're feeling.
You're probably eating breakfast.
Ooh, that sounds good right now.
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
What's your, ideal breakfast?
Ooh, cereal.
Cereal? I'm toast and eggs.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong, no.
Are we making you hungry, Delmarva? Sorry, if we are, if you haven't eaten yet. But maybe you're just, you're outside, it's feeling good, you have a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
No matter what you're eating, cereal or eggs, we're going to bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahy now. Bob, are you hungry?
I am now hungry. Elisa and Paige, good morning to you. Talking about cereal and eggs and toast. Yeah, go for a bowl of cereal and a nice hot cup of coffee and maybe a warmer beverage this morning because it is on the cool side. 62 in Delmar, Georgetown waking up to 66, Millsboro 67, Lewis 66, Bethany Beach 68. So another pleasant morning and a bit of a breeze out of the northwest, not very strong as we're looking at mainly clear skies. I didn't see any fog on the way in this morning, but definitely keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, it's clear skies and high pressure. It's been ruling the roost here the last several days. And that'll be the case today. You can see the clear skies from New York all the way down through Delmarva and the Carolinas as well. So a beautiful day. Futurecast this morning, we're in the 60s. Lots of sunshine today. Lower 70s and then a lower 80s around 10 a.m. in Millsboro and Long Neck. And by 1 o'clock, we're into the mid-80s inland, 70s at the beaches, around 78 Bethany Beach, 75, and then mid-80s inland. Just a beautiful afternoon, and the humidity level still held in check with light winds. Make sure you have the sunscreen as temperatures top out into the mid-80s, and we start to increase the humidity a little more with time. And as we head into the weekend, some shower chances and watching for a rough surf due to Ernesto. We'll talk about that more coming up in detail in just a few moments.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. The Sussex County community and Delaware first responders still mourning, of course, after losing one of their own in the line of duty. More tributes have been happening for Thomas Berry III, who was killed by fallen power lines while helping a driver. That's right there. You can see Thomas Berry III on your screen. He worked for Sussex County EMS and also volunteered for Georgetown and Ellendale fire companies.
And this is the area in Georgetown where troopers were dispatched to, and police say they got the call around 4:24 p.m. on Tuesday and responded to Route 9 near Asphalt Alley. And Route 9 between Gravel Hill Road and Shingle Point Road was closed down in both directions for about 12 hours while crews worked on the crash.
So this is what we know so far. Delaware State Police confirmed downed power lines killed a volunteer firefighter trying to help victims of a car accident on Tuesday afternoon.
And police say a Chevrolet Malibu driving east on Route 9 and attempting to pass a Toyota Camry driving in the same direction, but swiped the Camry. The Malibu then veered off the road and struck a utility pole. Thomas Berry III, a 23-year-old volunteer, stopped to help the drivers.
And then according to troopers, Berry was assisting that Malibu driver when the utility pole snapped, bringing down electrical wires. The Division of Forensic Science will determine the official cause of death. The drivers that were in the crash are okay.
And the Ellendale Volunteer Fire Company released a statement describing Thomas's 8-year tenure, calling it remarkable and saying, quote, as a fourth-generation firefighter and 2022 Firefighter of the Year, his dedication, skill, and compassion have made him a valued team member. His commitment to the fire service and the community has set a high standard, inspiring others. Thomas's legacy of excellence and selfless service continues to impact fellow firefighters and the community. He will be forever in our hearts.
Yeah, very well said. Black ribbons adorned fire trucks from multiple agencies on Wednesday. This is a video that we're showing you right now. Procession going through the Georgetown Circle.
And you can see the county flags are flying at half staff And CoastTV's Mallory Metzner shows us how first responders across Sussex County are grieving the loss of not only a colleague, but a friend.
The Sussex County flag flies at half-staff. These are signs and sounds of the community grieving for fallen first responder 23-year-old Thomas Wilson Berry III.
We're devastated. We're heartbroken, and it's going to take a lot of time to accept that and to take steps forward. We're leaning on each other. We've had a lot of outreach from folks from outside the area, our neighboring communities, and that's meant a lot.
Sussex County Public Safety Director Robert Murray says Berry had a full-time job serving the community.
You always saw him with a smile on his face. He was always willing to help, willing to go that extra mile. Dedicated individual. All you had to do was ask, and sometimes you didn't even have to ask. If he saw something that needed to be done, he jumped right in and took care of it.
And Berry did exactly that, jumping into action when this crash happened Tuesday afternoon, possibly saving a life but losing his own. From our Coast Copter, you can see the utility pole that police say snapped while Berry was helping the driver, bringing down electrical wires and resulting in his death. As first responders share memories of Berry, they remember his long-term plan to serve this community.
He was working his way up to be a captain, so he was taking some FAR school and some leadership class to do that.
Cut up wires, a hubcap, metal, and other debris mark where tragedy struck. The power pole that fell has been replaced, but one pillar in the Sussex County community is gone too soon.
Mallory Metzner, CoastTV News.
Funeral arrangements have not yet been announced. Delaware State Police are still investigating this incident. Anyone with any information should contact Delaware State Police or Delaware Crime Stoppers.
And the Ocean Pines Association recently sent out a statement encouraging locals and vacationers to pick up their trash and keep the community clean, especially around the Ocean Pines Yacht Club. But how much trash is really being left behind? Well, the release was sent out after receiving an email from a local in Ocean Pines regarding trash around the yacht club. But other than some wrappers and cigarette butts, another local says this place is usually spotless.
And we get a lot of high winds in this area because we're on the Atlantic Ocean, and sometimes something might blow trash around, but they pick it up immediately. I've never seen trash here, ever.
The Ocean Pines Association plans to add new signage and more trash cans to encourage and remind people to throw away their trash.
And there are plans to clean up the bays and the streets around Ocean Pines. The community is now teaming up with the Maryland Coastal Bays program to host the 4th annual Marine Debris Plunder. This is going to be happening on Sunday, September 22nd from 10 to 1. Volunteers will get free supplies. Hey, you'll even get a t-shirt. Sounds good. Captain Jack Sparrow and his crew, they're expected to be there as well to help with the weigh-in and the proper trash disposal.
And staying in Fenwick Island, the town is now accepting applications for volunteers on its committee. There's a wide range of options from the Beach, Park, and Recreation Committee to Business Concerns Committee and Pedestrian Safety. The deadline to apply is September 13th.
New this morning, one person is recovering after a truck overturned in Selbyville. This happened on Wednesday. According to the Selbyville Volunteer Fire Company, the driver lost control of the truck after leaving the edge of the roadway, causing that accident. First responders say that this happened on Cypress Road while crews worked to free the driver. DENREC used its hazmat team to clean up the oil spill. The driver was taken to Tidal Health for more treatment.
And a fire broke out Tuesday evening on New Hope Road in Willards, Wicomico County, involving a dirt bike and a county road sign. The incident caused an estimated $2,500 in damage, but no injuries were reported. You can see the aftermath on your screen right now, and the fire was discovered by a neighboring property owner, and the cause still remains under investigation. And as inflation cools, the debate over who is better for the economy is heating up on the campaign trail.
Yeah, former President Trump blaming the current administration for the current high prices. President Biden takes credit for the positive news, and Vice President Kamala Harris preparing to roll out her economy plan Friday. NBC's Drew Petchmo has the latest on all of this race for the White House.
With the economy a key topic in this presidential race, former President Donald Trump in North Carolina Wednesday trying to convince voters of doom should Vice President Kamala Harris get elected.
If Harris wins this election, the result will be a Kamala economic crash, a 1929-style depression.
But the Trump rally that was supposed to focus on the economy,
They say it's the most important subject. I'm not sure it is.
often veered off message.
You know why she hasn't done an interview? Because she's not smart. I mean, the clown that she picked as a vice president, this guy's a clown.
New numbers show good economic news. Inflation in July dropping below 3% for the first time since 2021. The Biden administration taking credit for avoiding the recession that many predicted.
I told you we're going to have a soft landing. We're going to have a soft landing. My policies are working.
But Americans are still feeling the pinch. Grocery prices are up more than 20% over 4 years. Housing still up 22%. Home insurance up nearly 15%. Auto insurance rates up 50% from 2020.
All of my bills, insurance for the home, the car, everything has gone up this year.
But wages are also up, and experts believe consumers will get more relief next month if the Federal Reserve cuts interest rates. Biden and Harris are hitting the road today, touting efforts to lower prices for Americans, with their message that staying the course is the best path forward. Drew Petrimo, NBC News, Washington.
Just getting started this morning on Coast TV News Today.
And coming up on Coast TV News, the Ocean City Museum is still on its way, and we'll tell you what you can expect from the building that was once a bank and how organizers plan to take advantage of those features.
Also ahead, Fenwick Island focusing on safety, how the town plans to improve pedestrian safety, and why one local thinks not much work needs to be done.
And BB Healthcare opened its new Milton facility. We'll tell you how they chose the name for the new building. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Born in the stars, formed in the earth, shaped by designers around the world, and curated by Khalsa Jewelers in Lewis. Paul Chen, also known as Sundar Khalsa, is a meditation and yoga master as well as the owner of Khalsa Jewelers.
At Khalsa Jewelers, we offer signature pieces to celebrate love in those special moments in our life. Peace to all, light to all, love to all. Celebrate with us at historic Lewis and Rehoboth Beach.
It's a shorebird summer on the Delmarva Sports Network. Watch America's favorite pastime live. From the first crack of the bat, to the big plays, to the roar of the crowd. Experience every moment as it happens on the Delmarva Sports Network. Your Delmarva Shorebirds battle the Carolina Mudcats tonight at 7. Tune in for these action-packed games live only on the Delmarva Sports Network.
Transform your bath today with Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Call now and ask about our Refresh for Less promotion and get a new bath or shower for only $69.95. Plus, get 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
This offer is hotter than a sauna and won't last forever. So don't miss out on our Refresh for Less promotion for just $69.95 with 20% off all upgrades.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
Tunnel & Razor is a full-service law firm that locals have trusted for over 130 years. We specialize in personal injury, real estate, family law, estate planning, and criminal cases, achieving superior results through skillful representation and outstanding client service. We take the time to fully understand our clients' concerns and expectations, with multiple locations throughout Sussex County to better serve you. Our dedication to helping people is what creates community. Tunnel & Razor. Trust us to be your voice.
Just about 5:14 on this quiet Thursday morning. Irish Ice Camp 65 in Lewis. Nice and quiet on the canal right now and clear skies. Not as cool as yesterday morning, but we'll take it. 62 in Delmar, Seaford 65. Give the AC a little break. Redden 63 in Lewis at 65. And a little bit of a breeze coming out of the northwest. But we are looking at clear skies this morning and a beautiful day on the way. If you're traveling to the Mid-Atlantic or the Northeast, looking great with high pressure. And if you're traveling onto the fairways on the golf course, looking really good once again. Boy, my putting has been excellent lately, I must say. 86, mostly sunny, warm and pleasant. Make sure you bring some water and the sunscreen as well.
Thank you, Bob. And this is exciting news for BB Healthcare. The new facility in Milton is officially open, and the company has named it the Jerry Ann McLam Medical Pavilion, located on Route 16. The facility, which began operations on August 5th, offers primary care, walk-in care, lab services, and state-of-the-art imaging. This new center honors Jerry Ann McLam, a dedicated BB nurse of 50-plus years. And Georgetown could be getting a new apartment complex. The Planning Commission is set to review plans for the Kingfisher Apartments in their next meeting. It would bring 6 buildings with 106 total units to Savannah Road and Calhoun Road, and you can see that location on your screen right now. The Planning Commission will meet Wednesday, August 21st in Georgetown.
T-Mobile will pay a $60 million settlement over alleged data breach violations. It's the largest ever fine by the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States. According to multiple outlets, T-Mobile failed to disclose and take action against data leaks that happened after its $26 billion merger with Sprint back in 2020. A spokesperson for T-Mobile said the incident happened because of technical issues. Tech company Cisco Systems plans to cut its global workforce by 7%. The move is on top of more than 4,000 jobs Cisco cut earlier this year, when it also lowered its annual revenue target. Cisco estimates it'll face pre-tax charges of up to $1 billion in connection with this latest plan. Still ahead this morning, Fenwick is focusing on safety when the town is set to discuss ways to improve pedestrian safety there in Fenwick.
It's a quiet start to our Thursday. Looking at Salisbury, good visibility, dry roads. Salisbury 64 right now, and we're on a roll with the nice weather lately, and it continues the rest of the week. Changes for the weekend with some shower chances. Your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, we're spotlighting a cozy neighborhood spot known for its delicious burgers. Plus, catch all the drama on Spill the Tea as 2 sisters clash over a pricey birthday request. Coast Life, today at 4 on Coast TV.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We are normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy.
To learn more, visit nationalguard.com/DC.
Honey, we have a leak.
Already?
I told you we should have went with Hershey Exteriors.
We don't cut corners at Hershey Exteriors. We guarantee craftsmanship that lasts.
As you see here, Hershey Exteriors did an amazing job on my roof. I'd recommend them to anyone.
With Hershey Exteriors, you'll get high-quality materials and an industry-leading GAF Golden Pledge warranty. Because one thing you should never compromise on is quality. When you need a new roof, trust Hershey Exteriors, because life is sweeter with Hershey Exteriors.
Just another perfect day at our beautiful Delaware beaches. Until... On TV, accidents can be funny, but in real life, they're no joke. When accidents strike, the Law Office of Trapp Nichols is here for you. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. Don't let negligence spoil your summer. Claim the justice you're entitled to. The Law Office of Trapp Nichols. Your priority is our priority.
I've got to try this just once.
Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest joins Vanna White this fall.
New episodes September 9th on Coast TV.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
It is now 5:18 on this Thursday morning, and we are taking a live look outside. You can see it's still dark outside. A lot of people are sleeping, but those of you who are up with us, I think Bob will agree with me. Get outside, enjoy the last bit of August. I mean, we're halfway through already, Bob, which is crazy. So I know I want to go and sit out at the beach in the pool because you're not going to be able to in like a month or so.
Well, that's true. Our beach days are numbered, Elisa, and you know, it's coming up, Labor Day. It's coming up here in a couple of weeks, and a lot of folks want to get those last beach days in, and you can do that the rest of the week. We're looking at really nice conditions out there. Let's take a look at the weather headlines. We get a break from the humidity. That's been the case all week with dew point temperatures in the 50s and 60s, and we've had a dry and sunny stretch with temperatures in the 80s, mainly 70s at the coast. So folks that are taking their vacation this week at the beach, really good timing. And we are watching Ernesto, which is now a hurricane out in the Atlantic. It'll be passing well to our east, but it will be kicking up the surf and dangerous rip currents, especially later in the weekend into early next week. More on that coming up. But here's our muggy meter, and we've been in the comfortable range all week, and that continues today and tomorrow. It gets a little muggier by Saturday, and then, oh no, here we go, back into the very humid range again by Sunday and Monday, and then it drops again as we go into the early part of next week, but does not look like really atrocious humidity levels. Temperatures in the 60s this morning, very comfortable, as cool as 62 in Del Mar. Rehoboth right now, you're at 68 degrees, and we're looking at a light northwesterly breeze and clear skies. I haven't noticed any fog this morning, so we're looking at good visibility all the way from the northeast into the mid-Atlantic with high pressure in place right now. This is keeping all the bad weather at bay. We have some big storms across the Midwest, but we've got a nice wedge of high pressure keeping us high and dry. So Futurecast has us in the 60s this morning, then warming through the 70s. Shortly afternoon into the mid-80s inland, and then 70s at the coast. And I think mid-80s is what we're going to be looking at this afternoon and into this evening, remaining clear, and into Friday morning. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s. Another good-looking day on your Friday by noon into the mid-80s. Maybe a touch more humidity with upper 80s into the afternoon. So we continue to warm things up. I think our weekend is looking 50-50. Saturday is looking good. And then Sunday, I think we start to see some more showers and thunderstorms moving into the area. Here's Hurricane Ernesto now moving to the north and northwest, or just north right now. Winds 85 miles per hour. Category 1 hurricane. And way up here, you see this little purple area. That's Bermuda, and it could be heading for Bermuda as a major hurricane. The good news is it stays off of our coast, well off of our coast, as we go into the next few days. But it is going to kick up the surf, maybe 4 to 8 foot waves close to the shore as we go into Sunday, and maybe even higher offshore. And then those waves do start to calm down as we go into early next week. But it's best to stay out of the ocean until things quiet down. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. 80s pretty much right through the end of the week into the weekend. Saturday it clouds up, some storms on Sunday. Those could linger into Monday, and then it starts cooling down after that. Our umbrella winner is Sherry Beitzel from Lewis. Congratulations, Sherry. You have a brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Bob, not Paul. And pedestrian safety has been a hot topic of discussion on the coast during the busy season. For Fenwick Island, they're discussing how to keep their locals safe. Crosswalks, sidewalks, signs, and medians. The Fenwick Island Town Council talked about ways to improve safety for all of those topics. For locals of Fenwick Island, they say they already feel safe.
We feel that it's very safe. I mean, the motorists are a little more aware. I love the large white lines, the buttons. You know, you wait for your time to cross.
Fenwick Island's police chief says the increased police presence in town is also encouraging drivers to be more careful.
Coming up on Coast TV News today, the Ocean City Museum's completed one part of its construction and sharing a preview with locals. We're going to tell you all the cool history organizers say you can expect. Don't go anywhere.
The American Heart Association invites you to join the Southern Delaware Heart Walk. It's time to unite, take action, and save lives. Every walker who joins, every dollar donated means more people trained in life-saving CPR, more research, and more life-saving moments for everyone. Join us at the Southern Delaware Heart Walk on November 3rd at the Rehoboth Beach Bandstand. Let's walk together to save lives. Register today at heart.org/SouthernDEWalk. Sponsored by Coast TV.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
If you have a mosquito problem in your yard, call the professionals at Bennett Termite.
At Bennett Termite, we use vehicle-mounted power rigs versus backpacks. The Bennett Termite difference is to effectively eradicate your mosquito problem with better application and more coverage. How? Bennett Termite technicians use quality equipment and the proper amount of treatment for your entire yard. Trust the company that is there for you.
Remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
I potentially be dead is the reality of it. I mean, fentanyl kills a lot of people. I heard about Addiction Medical Facility from another company, and I came in here, you know, no judgment, no stigma. It was, you need help, let's help you. What do you need? They have intensive outpatient. It's a little more intense. You can see your counselor a little more. They've shown nothing but love. Now here I am. I started a grooming business. If I didn't start recovery, it could have looked very different for me. And you just have to remember there's always hope, and I feel like Addiction Medical Facility is the place for that.
Feeling the summer sizzle? Is it turning turning your home into a sauna. At FH Fur, we know you can't wait when your AC is down for the count. That's why we're offering same-day service, guaranteed. If we don't make it to you the very same day, you will pay a diagnostic or dispatch fee, plain and simple. So whether your AC is blowing hot air, your thermostat is on the fritz, or your entire system needs replacing, an FH Fur expert technician will bring your comfort back today.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
Life is full of unexpected moments. At Tunnel & Razor, we know the value of being prepared.
We work closely with our clients to understand their goals and concerns in drafting their wills and powers of attorney.
Estate planning isn't just for the wealthy. It's for anyone who wants peace of mind to know that their loved ones are taken care of.
We will walk you through each step and make sure all your questions are answered.
Our caring and skillful representation means your wishes will be respected and your family secure.
Tunnel & Razor, your trusted partner in life's journey.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
The Future Museum of Ocean City, located in the historic McGregor Building, is now brought to life. Phase 1 of exhibit installation now complete. People will be able to walk into the old bank vault, which played a vital role when the building was the Bank of Ocean City from 1916 until 2019. Info boards also show artifacts from the building's time as a general store. All of that is just the first floor.
The second floor will serve as a research space. Okay, so if you're looking to write a book, you have a research paper to do, we can provide access to historical documents, photographs, maps.
An open house is scheduled for next month. The full Museum of Ocean City will be open to the public early on next year. We are going to bring back First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. Now, Bob, I think indoor activities, outdoor activities, do what you want today. It's going to be pretty nice.
It is going to be really nice. We've really been treated to a nice stretch of weather pretty much all week long. And as I mentioned, if you have that beach house booked this week, perfect timing, because we're looking at gorgeous conditions. Fenwick Island and Ocean City beginning in the 60s, warming into the 70s, close to 80 in Fenwick Island, upper 70s in Ocean City. Rip current threat is low, UV index high, and the waves are just little bitty waves around 1 to 2 feet. Lewis and Rehoboth, you're into the 70s and low 80s, lots of sunshine there, and on the bay side, lots of sun as well. Cambridge mid 80s, and then Crisfield a little cooler for you into the lower 80s. The humidity creeps up in the weekend, not looking too bad, but a little unsettled, and some bigger waves thanks to Ernesto. I'll have much more in your forecast coming up in the next half hour.
Sounds good, Bob. Thank you. Also coming up after the break, breakthrough Boeing deal. We're telling you the terms of Boeing's plea deal after 2 deadly crashes on its 737 MAX planes.
And looking to curb litter in Ocean Pines, we'll tell you what officials plan to do to keep popular areas clean, but why locals say the work may not be needed.
And the Sussex County community is still mourning, of course, after losing a beloved first responder. What police are now saying about the events leading to his passing. CoastTV News Today will be right back.
Be advised, this is a great opportunity to save thousands on a hot tub and swim spa Friday through Sunday. Millions of dollars of factory direct 2024 inventory with Comico Civic Center. Hundreds of different models to choose from. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Hot tubs in stock, ready for delivery. Save thousands. 18-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. We'll even haul away your old hot tub with Comico Civic Center. Free admission, free parking. Call 855-SPA-SALE.
Welcome to Pools and Spas Unlimited of Milford, where relaxation meets perfection. The Celtic Series, crafted in the USA, starts at just $4,300 and a perfect match for any budget. Enjoy endless family fun with the Artesian Series, tailored for unforgettable moments. Indulge in affordable luxury with our Stealth Hot Tubs for relaxation without breaking the bank. Plus, with every hot tub, our in-house service team ensures professional installation and full support. With one of the largest hot tub showrooms on Delmarva, why not visit Pools and Spas Unlimited of Milford today?
Local businesses are the lifeline of every community. And behind every local business is a person with a dream, putting their heart and soul into something they believe in. And when you support a local business, you're contributing to the local economy and making our community thrive. Spicer Brothers has been helping Delmarva families with their home improvement projects for over 20 years. So trust Spicer Brothers with your home, where every dollar stays right here on Delmarva, supporting real local people and their families.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, such as myself in appliances, to ensure that you not only get the best product for your needs, but that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your remodel.
It's always fun bringing clients into Delmarva Design Center. No matter how much they want to spend, there's always an option for people to pick something that they like.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Now on Coast TV News.
Another pleasant start. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s this morning. The nice weather continues the rest of the week. Some changes for the weekend and rough surf due to Ernesto. Details coming up.
And remembering a hero, new details about the tragic accident that killed a first responder in the line of duty.
Efforts to stop littering on the coast, a recent increase in trash, causing one town to urge people to be more conscious.
And a fire is currently under investigation in Wicomico County. Details about the incident involving a dirt bike and a road sign.
This is Coast TV News Today.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Elisa Weber as we continue on Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley.
It is now 5:30 on this Thursday morning.
And a fantastic Thursday morning, if I say so.
Yeah, it's been a good week.
It's really been. I don't know if it's just because, you know, we got a little girl power going on the desk or what's going on.
Girl power plus Bob.
Plus Bob. Matt's on vacation, so
he's having a really good week.
He's having a really good week. Yeah, he's fine.
He got perfect weather for a vacation week off.
Yeah. If anyone's been worried about Matt, he's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah.
He'll be back next week. But we are going to bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahinow. Bob, this is one of those weeks where no one can be mad at you, huh?
Well, yeah. It's nice, too. I mean, Matt picked a perfect week to be off, and if you book that beach house this week, you're in good shape and looking great for any outdoor activities as we go through the rest of the week. And this morning, another pleasant start. 64 in Salisbury, Georgetown 66, 65 in Lewis. Everybody pretty much in the 60s right now. A little bit of a breeze coming in out of the northwest, and there could be a little bit of fog in some places, but I'm not thinking too dense right now as we're mainly clear across Delmarva all the way up into New York, back into Pennsylvania, and farther to the south as we've got high pressure in place. We warm it up pretty quickly through the 60s and 70s this morning. Already some lower 80s showing up late morning, and I think along the beaches you're in the 70s, around Ocean City up to Bethany Beach, maybe getting close to 80 there, but inland well into the 80s, mid 80s, and at least the humidity will be held in check. But make sure you have that stronger sunscreen. UV index today sponsored by Ocean City. It's very high. It's a 9. Burn time is only 10 minutes, and we're in that very high range as we go into Friday. Dips a little bit into the weekend because of cloud cover and some showers. So use extra caution in the sun the next several days.
Thank you, Bob. And the Sussex County community and Delaware first responders are still mourning after losing one of their own in the line of duty. More tributes for Thomas Berry III, who was killed by fallen power lines while helping a driver. You can see Thomas Berry III on your screen right now, and he worked for Sussex County EMS and was also a volunteer for Georgetown and Ellendale fire companies.
And this is what we know so far. Delaware State Police did confirm downed power lines killed a volunteer firefighter trying to help victims of a car accident on Tuesday afternoon.
And police say a Chevrolet Malibu driving east on Route 9 and attempted to pass a Toyota Camry driving in the same direction, but sideswiped the Camry. The Malibu then veered off the road and struck a utility pole, and Thomas Berry III, a 23-year-old volunteer firefighter, stopped to help the drivers.
According to troopers, Berry was assisting the Malibu driver when that utility pole snapped, bringing down electrical wires. The Division of Forensic Science will determine the official cause of death. The drivers in that crash are okay. Local stations and agencies across Delmarva have shown their support after this all happened. Laurel Fire Department posted on Facebook saying that they are sending their thoughts and their prayers to the Georgetown American Legion ambulance on the loss of one of their own. Georgetown Fire Company shared a photo and said, quote, "As we journey through the next few days and weeks, we ask for all of Delmarva and the nation's fire service members to keep the Thomas's family and our fire companies in your thoughts and prayers," end quote.
And looking to curb litter in Ocean Pines, the Ocean Pines Association sent out a statement encouraging locals and vacationers to pick up their trash to keep the community clean.
Yeah, but how much trash is really being left behind? Coast TV's Kevin Zapay shows us how much trash is in the area.
Keeping trash off the ground and in the can. That's what the Ocean Pines Association is urging locals and vacationers to do. Last week, the association released a statement urging people to pick up their trash. especially around the Ocean Pines Yacht Club. But local Allison Juber says there's nothing to be picked up.
I come here about 2 or 3 times a week in the summer, and I've never seen trash, ever. This is the cleanest place.
After talking to management from the association, they said the release was sent out after receiving an email from a local in Ocean Pines regarding trash around the yacht club. So I decided to walk around the club to see what I could find. After walking along the Ocean Pines Yacht Club premises, I've seen little to no trash in the area. Cigarette butts and wrappers were the main things left on the ground. But David Morkovitz, who helps keep the building in top shape, says you can't please everyone.
It's always been very clean around here. There's always somebody complaining about something, you know, it's one of them things.
Even with little trash around the area, the Ocean Pines Association are making some changes in hopes that everyone is satisfied. The Ocean Pines Association plans to add new signage and more trash cans to encourage and remind people to throw out their trash. I'm Kevin Zappé in Ocean Pines, Coast TV News.
This is now going to bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know what you think is the best way to reduce litter.
All right, let's see what you all voted for. 68% of you said increased fines. Ouch, you said hit them with it. Get them that fine.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, a lot of you agreeing. 26% of you say offer more trash cans, make it easier. 6% of you say community cleanup events. Okay, you want to get involved, but yeah, at least that's pretty obvious what most people are thinking.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you don't want to pay more, but you need to protect the beaches.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
important.
Very true. Good point. Whatever you're thinking, if you haven't voted yet, you still can vote. Go to coasttv.com or vote on the mobile app.
And a fire broke out Tuesday evening on New Hope Road in Willards, Wicomico County, involving a dirt bike and a county road sign. The incident caused an estimated $2,500 in damage, but no injuries were reported. You can see the aftermath on your screen right now from that fire. And the fire was discovered by a neighboring property owner, and that cause is still under investigation.
The U.S. has approved $20 billion in arms sales to Israel. The deal includes more than 50 F-15 fighter jets, air-to-air missiles, tank ammo, and high explosive mortars. The sale comes at a time of intense concern that Israel may become involved in a wider Middle East war. However, the weapons are not expected to get to Israel anytime soon. The contracts, they're going to take years to fulfill. Much of what's being sold is to help Israel increase its military capabilities in the long term, with the earliest systems being delivered sometime in 2026.
And the Department of Justice says a Boeing plea deal should be accepted. Last month, Boeing finalized an agreement to plead guilty to a single felony charge stemming from 2 crashes of 737 MAX jetlines that resulted in deaths of 346 people. The government alleges that Boeing knowingly made false representations to the Federal Aviation Administration about key software. And under the plea deal, Boeing agreed to pay a fine of at least $243.6 million and invest $455 million in its compliance and safety programs. And we have a lot more news to get to, so don't go anywhere.
Yes, still ahead this morning, the Poor Girls Open kicks off today. We're going to tell you about the big issue the competition will send proceeds.
And Fly Eagles Fly, the Birds playing to stay undefeated in preseason play tonight. We'll show you what's in store as the Birds take on the New England Patriots.
And Hollywood lost 2 legends recently. We're going to tell you about Gina Rollins and Wally Amos's impact on the world. Stick with us on Coast TV News today.
Life isn't always easy. Sometimes we need a little bit of help to work through life's more challenging problems. At Addiction Medical Facility, we are here for you, believing in your strengths to overcome any obstacle. Whether it's addiction to substance use disorders or mental health issues, there's hope for a better tomorrow. Together, we can tackle what is holding you back. Our medication-assisted treatment combines FDA-approved medication with counseling, offering a holistic approach tailored to your needs. Addiction Medical Facility. Together, we find hope and healing.
Born in the stars, formed in the earth, shaped by designers around the world, and curated by Khalsa Jewelers in Lewis. Paul Chen, also known as Sundar Khalsa, is a meditation and yoga master as well as the owner of Khalsa Jewelers.
At Khalsa Jewelers, we offer signature pieces to celebrate love in those special moments in our life. Peace to all, light to all, love to all. Celebrate with us at historic Lewis and Rehoboth Beach.
Okay, Dad, I'm ready to start learning about the family business.
My son, there is a lot to know.
At Imperial Granite and Quartz, we do countertops from affordable to exquisite. We carry full slabs in stock so our customers can see exactly what they're getting. And all fabrication is done on site.
We do things right.
Imperial Granite and Quartz, under one roof with that cabin store and Matt the Carpet Guy at the Salisbury Design Center. The perfect team for your design dreams. South Salisbury Boulevard.
Just another perfect day at our beautiful Delaware beaches until on TV, accidents can be funny, but in real life, they're no joke. When accidents strike, the Law Office of Trapp Nickel is here for you. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. Don't let negligence spoil your summer. Claim the justice you're entitled to. The Law Office of Trapp Nickel. Your priority is our priority.
It is 5:40 on our Thursday morning. A beautiful start, nice and calm on the canal in Ocean City. 70 degrees on the coast. Inland a little cooler. Visibility 9 miles in Georgetown, 10 in Salisbury and Ocean City. There might be a little bit of fog out there, nothing too crazy. Just use extra caution. And we're looking at temperatures pretty pleasant. 62 in Del Mar right now, 64 in Seaford and Milton, 68 in Bethany Beach and Rehoboth as well. Just a light northwesterly wind. Otherwise, looking nice and clear across Delmarva and the rest of the region as well, as high pressure is in charge. A beautiful day on the way. Beautiful day on the golf course. Center cut on the putt. Excellent weather. 86 mostly sunny, warm and pleasant, and still comfortable humidity. Another way to get your forecast is the CoastTV First Alert weather phone. It is sponsored by Baird, Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico.
And the White Marlin Open is over, but Ocean City is not done with billfish fun this year. Happening today, the Poor Girls Open kicks off from today until the 17th. And the Bahia Marina is hosting the ladies-only billfish tournament with live music and plenty of competition. And proceeds benefit breast cancer research with over $1.8 million raised so far.
In Lewis, Community Service Day is coming up, and you can join city staff Friday, September 20th at 8 a.m. until noon. The plan is to spruce up parks and City Hall and clean up trails and beach walkways. The city saying it'll provide your gloves, your trash bags, vests, and waters. All you should wear clothing that is just weather appropriate, and sign up by September 10th to participate.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning. The University of Delaware women's soccer team opens their regular season today with a trip to Morgantown to face the West Virginia Mountaineers. The Blue Hens kicked off their preseason with 2 exhibition games against Marshall and Army last week and opened their regular season against a Big 12 opponent. The Blue Hens finished 5-5-8 in 2023, while the Mountaineers are coming off a Big 12 championship loss. Delaware will travel to Bucknell before their home opener on August 22nd. And over in the NFL, the Eagles are preparing for their final road game of the preseason tonight in Foxborough, taking on the New England Patriots. The Eagles are coming off a victory over the Ravens last week, and they aim to stay undefeated in the preseason. No word yet on if the Eagles starters will play in any capacity tonight just yet. We'll likely find out right around kickoff time, which is at 7 p.m. tonight from Gillette Stadium. To minor league baseball, last night the Wilmington Blue Rocks defeated the Brooklyn Cyclones by a final score of 6-4. Jared McKenzie and Murphy Steely each brought home a pair of runs in the win. They'll be back in action tonight at 6:35 p.m. And don't miss another round of the Shorebirds taking on the Mudcats live on DSN starting tonight at 7 p.m. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
And a blockbuster Hollywood prop auction is taking place in Tinseltown. David Daniel gives us a sneak peek in today's Hollywood Minute.
That's Anakin Skywalker. Okay. This is Obi-Wan. All right. And that is Mace Windu.
From Star Wars lightsabers to Harry Potter's Hogwarts acceptance letter, Prop Store's memorabilia auction seemingly has something for every fan.
If you're somebody who is very passionate about a specific film or a franchise, what better way to celebrate that and to connect with that than by owning a little piece of it?
The auction features more than 1,900 items from film and television.
There's a number of different titles represented in this auction, from Star Trek to Star Wars, Ghostbusters, Batman, a lot of your favorites from over the last 50 years.
Everything from Back to the Future to Evil Dead 2 to Beetlejuice.
The Indiana Jones fedora. This came from the stunt performer Dean Ferrandini, and we were able to also match it to Harrison Ford, who played Indiana Jones. He wore it at the same time, so it was a hat that they interchanged between the two. We also have a Biker Scout helmet from Return of the Jedi that's pretty amazing. If you like Stormtroopers, this was the third movie's version of the Stormtrooper. And there's only 2 known. This is the first one that's ever come up for auction.
They're the physical manifestation of that great piece of entertainment that we can't forget, you know, that lives in our minds forever. And to have something that was really there on set as part of the making of the magic is pretty special.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Actress Gina Rollins has passed away at the age of 94. Her death was confirmed on Wednesday by representatives for her son, filmmaker Nick Cassavetes. Now, she was surrounded by family members at her home in Indian Wells, California at the time of her passing. She had been battling Alzheimer's since 2019. Rollins starred in films such as A Woman Under the Influence, Gloria, and of course, a lot of us know, The Notebook.
And the founder of the iconic cookie brand, Famous Amos, Wally Amos, has died at the age of 88. His children say the cause of death was complications with dementia. Amos opened his bakery in Los Angeles in 1975, and it quickly attracted Hollywood celebrities and musicians. The bite-sized chocolate chip cookies were developed from a family recipe, and in a 1991 interview, Amos said he just wanted to have fun doing something he liked.
Well, it worked out. Those are delicious. All right, well, hey, have you been having a rough week maybe? Don't forget you can cheer up with a weekly dose of some local good news from Coast TV. We have personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. Sign up for our Feel Good Friday newsletter. Go to coasttv.com/sign up. You'll get a weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox each Friday.
And we're seeing a little bit of a breeze, a little bit of wave action out there on the bay in Ocean City right now, 70 degrees, but we're on a roll with the nice weather. And it continues the rest of the week. Some changes for the weekend. Saturday, I think, is better than Sunday. Sunday, we'll see some showers, and we're also going to see some wave action from Ernesto. I'll have that and have much more on your forecast coming up in 2 minutes.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today.
Your child deserves the best. When your child is sick, every moment counts. And the team at Tidal Health Pediatrics understands the urgency of such situations. Whether it's a sudden fever, a troubling cough, or another pediatric ailment, your child will be seen when they need it most. Schedule your child's appointment now at tidalhealth.org/findapediatrician or call 410-912-5785 because your child's health is our top priority. Tidal Health Pediatrics, compassionate care when you need it most.
I've been thinking about renovating my garage floor, and suddenly I'm seeing signs everywhere. The universe keeps hinting, even at my local gas company. Pinnacle Concrete is everywhere. And again, multiple signs at the print store. The signs are too strong to ignore. It's time to call. With so many options, my dream is taking shape. And now, I'm not just seeing signs, I'm living proof. Pinnacle Concrete Coatings, because quality matters.
Is your crawl space wet and has a bad odor? Did you know the air you breathe in your home starts in your crawl space? Dark, damp spaces breed mold and mildew, which can be linked to allergies and asthma. Our dry time crawl space encapsulation will solve your moisture problems for good. Enjoy a drier, healthier, and more energy efficient home thanks to our unique understanding and experience of successful treating and eliminating crawl space moisture.
Remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
Surface Solutions is rolling across Delmarva, providing the best asphalt and concrete installation for your home or business. Our professional team is transforming the asphalt industry with an impeccable reputation for quality. We guarantee a timely response, unparalleled customer service, and a detailed free estimate in days, not weeks. Call the exterior surface specialists at Surface Solutions and ask about our special financing rates as low as 0%.
Call the professionals at Surface Solutions and discover the difference.
Time is now 5:48 on your Thursday morning. We are going to take a live look at Ocean City. Sun's not all the way up yet, Bob, but we already know it's going to bring a little bit of warmth that I think some people will enjoy. They want their summer days.
Oh, yes, and, you know, we are starting to run out of the summer days, Paige, so we got to get the beach days in and cram in all those summer activities. Sun's up here in about 25 minutes or so. We'll be seeing a lot of that sunshine today and not a lot of humidity. That is very good news. You know, we're in a very humid climate, but we have had a break lately, and we're still in the comfy range today and also into Friday as well. Our muggy meter shows us getting a little muggier by Saturday, humid to maybe very humid by Sunday into Monday, and then it does start to drop off again as we go into Tuesday. So not too bad as we go into the weekend. Temperature-wise this morning, not as cool as yesterday morning, maybe a couple degrees warmer, but still pretty comfortable into the 60s. As cool as 62 in Del Mar. It's a little warmer in Ocean City, 70 there, 68 in Rehoboth right now, and we've got a light northwesterly breeze as high pressure is in charge. We're looking at clear skies. There could be a little bit of haze or fog out there this morning, so watch out for that. But that quickly burns off as we have high pressure keeping us high and dry all across the East Coast right now. The only really rough weather's across the Midwest, but that's going to stay out there as this ridge is really locked in over the top of us. Here's Futurecast this morning. We're in the 60s, very pleasant conditions. And then as we get into the mid-morning, warming up pretty quickly, already up to 80 in Long Neck and warming through the 70s. And by 1 o'clock, we're in the middle 80s from Berlin up to Georgetown, but 78 Bethany Beach, around 85 in Rehoboth, and we're into the mid 80s this afternoon. Lots of sunshine, comfortable humidity levels if you're out and about this evening, clear skies. Beautiful conditions, very, very nice. And then as we move into your Friday morning, maybe just a little warmer than this morning with temperatures into the 60s in Friday. We round out the week in fine fashion. Temperatures into the mid to upper 80s, comfortable humidity, and at the beaches around 78 in Ocean City. Dewey Beach around 76 and quiet into the evening hours. Here's Futurecast. Now, I think we'll see increasing clouds on Saturday. I think that's a better of the two weekend days because we start to see unsettled weather building in on Sunday with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Let's talk tropics real quick. Hurricane Ernesto moving north from the Caribbean right now, packing winds of 85 miles per hour. And right here, this little purple square, that is Bermuda, and it looks like it could be heading for Bermuda this weekend, and it could strengthen to a major hurricane. The good news is it stays well off of our coast, but it will kick up the waves, and the surf could be, 4 to 8 foot waves close to the beaches as we go into your Sunday, and offshore maybe at least 8 foot waves, and then those waves will start to calm down. So if you're not a strong swimmer, it's just best to stay out of the ocean until early next week. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast looking good, nice and warm through the end of the weekend. The weekend, increasing clouds Saturday, some storms Sunday, those linger into Monday, and then a little cooler and drier Tuesday and Wednesday with lower 80s and sunshine and clouds.
Bob, thank you so much. Delaware State Police is asking you for any information you may have regarding a shooting that happened Tuesday in Ellendale. Police say it happened at the 18,000 block of New Hope Road. It left one 30-year-old man with a gunshot wound to his leg. He was treated and released from the hospital. The initial investigation revealed that an unknown shooter fired several rounds from an unknown dark-colored car. The Criminal Investigations Unit is continuing to investigate this incident.
And this morning, one Laurel man is facing charges after police say he was arrested for escaping the Plummer County Correction Center in Wilmington. And police say that the man was taken into custody at the Hollybrook Apartments. According to officers, 23-year-old Daniel Stanley was spotted acting suspicious and attempted to run away when they tried to detain him. Stanley faces charges including resisting arrest and has been committed to the Sussex Correctional Institution on a $5,000 cash-only bond.
Coming up on CoastTV News today, learning to curb sugar cravings, what an expert is suggesting for ways to cut down on added sugar, and why some people may be unaware of how much sugar they are consuming daily.
The queen approacheth.
The termite queen can lay between 20 and 30,000 eggs a day and can live for 50 years. And those millions of termites can eat over $5 billion a year in damage. Take your home off the menu with termite protection by Brazier's Pest Control. The experts at Brazier's use over 40 years experience to administer the best protection in America, 6 times faster than Bates, with long-lasting protection. Call Brazier's now and defend your castle.
Wake up smarter.
I've got the 5 things you need to know to start your day.
Take a trip down memory lane.
Remember in elementary school when you would make those boxes?
Find your next furry friend.
His name is Peppy, and he's a 12-year-old Chihuahua mix.
And discover your inner clumsy.
That's a sad sign that you're getting old when you just take a little tumble like that.
Make your mornings brilliant. Join April weekdays from 6 to 10 on 107.1 The Duck. Sponsored by Dorchester County Office of Tourism.
What could you do with your new Amish tradesman pole building?
A garage, workshop, pool house, office, in-law suite, or just a big old toy box. The Amish Tradesman provides free custom 3D design to reflect your vision, built with Amish quality. For nearly 20 years, our Amish crew continues to operate in Southern Delaware, where we live, work, and worship. Call us today to set up your free design consultation at 302-349-5550 or get inspired online at theamishtradesman.com.
Is your garage door in need of an upgrade or a repair? Then Clark & Sons Garage Doors can help. We believe your garage door should be more than just functional. It should be a reflection of your personality and style. With over 60 years serving the entire Delmarva Peninsula, Clark & Sons delivers quality craftsmanship and exceptional service every time. We provide free estimates on new garage doors. Plus, we offer comprehensive maintenance services to ensure your garage door stays in perfect working condition. So call today and discover why Clark & Sons is the name you can trust.
And it's been 15 plus years we've been coming with Avery Hall. Now they're right up the street. Any of the products that give you that peace and sense of mind in the community where you live, Avery Hall, I think, can take care of their needs. You don't always realize what impact long-term your needs are going to be for your health. With Avery Hall, it's been a fabulous resource for that.
Avery Hall found an insurance company that could help us.
I think more of a steady, strong relationship.
Sugars in foods you eat can be, of course, naturally occurring, like maybe in fruit, but they can also be added in. Consuming too much added sugar can put a person at risk for health problems like obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease.
And however, cutting back, it's not always easy. Mandy Gaither shows us tips to help curb those sugar cravings.
They're found in regular sodas, candy, breakfast cereals, but consuming too many added sugars isn't good for your health.
There's a reason why we consume it. We feel calm, we feel good, we feel energized. But once our blood sugar drops, we need more sugar to get us back to where we were.
The American Heart Association recommends limiting added sugars to no more than 6% of daily calories. But since added sugar is in a lot of food, many may not even know how much they're consuming, says registered dietitian Kristen Kirkpatrick with Cleveland Clinic.
So we're still training our taste buds that the sugar is there, it's satisfying us, even though we may not be intending to have actual sugar throughout the day.
To curb sugar cravings, Kirkpatrick says to start the day with protein. It can fill you up, making snacking the rest of the day less likely. Next, look for ways to cut sugar. She says the easiest place to start is with what you drink.
Sugary sodas, juices, they make up a huge proportion of where we're getting that added sugar content.
Get good quality sleep. Kirkpatrick says we're more likely to have comfort food cravings when we're tired. And stay hydrated. Not drinking enough water can make you feel hungry even when you're not. Finally, remember, cutting back isn't easy.
We need to give ourselves a break and recognize that sugar is probably the hardest behavior change to make. You're probably going to fall off the wagon. But the key here is to get back up.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
It's now 5:57 this morning. We are going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day is another dog enjoying a boat day.
Ooh.
On your screen right now is Tucker. I love that name. And Tucker is feeling the wind in his fur, and he's even enjoying the occasional splash. Tucker was submitted to us by his family in Ocean City.
Yeah, I'm getting jealous of all these dogs on boats.
I know.
I think we need to go have a boat day. And we want to, of course, see more of your pets on Delmarva. Keep sending us photos. Tell us what makes them so special. First, take a look at your screen.
And then scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to CoastTV News. Then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all of the pets we feature.
It is 5:58 now. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
We're going to check in with First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey.
You know, I have to say those dogs are chilling on pretty nice
Yeah.
boats. Yeah,
Nice.
I wish I was on a boat. Yeah. Beautiful weather to be out there, ladies, and we are looking at a beautiful day weather-wise as we look at your day part forecast. We're in the 60s early on and then warming through the 70s and then into the mid 80s this afternoon and still comfortable humidity levels. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast in the mid to upper 80s the rest of the week. And then the weekend, the seas start getting rough with Ernesto offshore. It's really best to stay out of the ocean until early next week. 85 Saturday and then storms Sunday and Monday, but then it cools off into the low 80s after that and a little drier as we get closer to the end of August, maybe an isolated storm by next weekend.
And coming up during our next hour, new details about how first responder Thomas Berry tragically lost his life while trying to help others. That and more when Coast TV News Today continues.